Hello and welcome. I have a strong desire to help you to maximize your potential and to make the quality of your life better. So I will be guiding you through these exercises and strategies to help you apply them, to accept and change. So we will be starting with the distress tolerance skills, and this is an introduction. This program will be based on the DBT skills manual designed by Marsha Linehan. This will be our guide. So let's begin. This is week 1 objective. This is an overview of DBT skills. So the introduction to distress tolerance skills, and this is the first module. So we will be reviewing what is distress tolerance, why is it essential, 2 main sets of skills, and the goal of distress tolerance skills. What is distress tolerance? It's your ability to tolerate and survive crisis without making things worse. If you think about the last crisis situation and your way of coping with it, what strategies have you used, and what was the outcome? So we use distress tolerance skills to help you get through it without making things worse. Distress tolerance skills is the ability to tolerate and accept distress, and it is essential for 2 reasons. So the first idea is that the pain and distress are part of life, part of everyone's life, same as joy, pleasure, and they cannot be entirely avoided or removed or blocked or ignored or escaped. So when we understand that, it's easy for us to deal with the pain. The inability to accept this fact increases the pain and suffering. So if we accept the fact that the pain will always be there, we will try to minimize it, but it will be there to some degree. We're accepting the fact that it is life. It is part of everyone's life. We're trying to minimize it. We're trying to deal with it, but it will always be there. We cannot escape it. It helps us to change. And the second part of this is that distress tolerance, at least over the short run, is part of any attempt to change yourself. It's an idea that if you're trying to make some type of difference, to tolerate it in a way, using the skills and strategies to go through it, you are changing. Otherwise, efforts to escape it and distress will interfere with your efforts to establish desired changes. So first, we understand that pain, some type of pain and distress will always be there. We accept it. And second, we deal with it. And our way of dealing with it, meaning that we are changing. There is change. We're changing ourselves and we're changing the quality of our life. There are 2 main sets of, and we have the handouts and worksheets for distress tolerance skills that we will be working on. First one is crisis survival skills. Those are the skills for tolerating painful events, urges, and emotions when you cannot make things better right away. So those very strong emotional reactions that are happening that we call urges or unbearable emotions, and we're learning to deal with them. And crisis survival skills will be about that. And the second will be reality acceptance skills that will help us to live a life that is not the life you want. So, crisis survival skills. We will do the overview of the crisis survival skills, and those are the list of skills that we will be going through. The stop skill, pros and cons, tip your body chemistry, destruct with wise mind, accepts, self-soothe with 5 senses, and improve the movement. Each week we will go through each skill and we'll have an opportunity to practice it. And then the radical acceptance skills will be radical acceptance, turning the mind, willingness, half smile and will enhance, allowing the mind mindfulness of current thoughts. And those are reality acceptance skills as part of the distress tolerance skills. So the goal of the distress tolerance, to survive crisis situations without making things worse. Accept the reality as it is in the moment, fully accept it, radically accept it, replacing suffering and being stuck with ordinary pain and possibility of moving forward and becoming free of having to satisfy the demands of your own desires, urges, and intense emotions. So this is our goal, and we will be learning all the skills to be able to achieve this as the most important tools in dealing with the urges and high intense emotions. So for our second week, this would be an objective. We will overview the crisis survival skill, and we will learn the top skill and practice it. So it will be one of the skills that you can use when you need to deal with a crisis. You have what it takes, and I'll see you next time.